What if you were afraid of nothing? Nothing. Man, beast, financial, bankruptcy, nothing. Do you understand what that would mean? Once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. I'm not afraid of anything. I should be dead by now. I've been run over by a charging buffalo. Got up, chased it down, killed it. Killed a Kodiak bear with a knife. You can't kill me. I believe that with all my heart. You can't fucking kill me. The people that I talk about, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Rockefeller, Steve Jobs, they're all tough. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And there are people, and they're available. There's never an easy time to make a hard decision. Never. And the guys that are changing the world, that are introverts, not alpha males like me. Elon Musk thinks the same way. Warren Buffett thinks the same way. Bill Gates thinks the same way. Steve Jobs thinks the same way. Mr. Heineken and I thought the same way. Now, we all know the world's fucked up. There are riots every place, right? Not every place, but almost every place. What's happened? In the military, they have safeguards. If somebody's yelling at you too much, you pull out a card and say, chill out. They don't have that in Russia. And they sure shit don't have it in China. If your adult child needs a safe space to avoid offensive words, you failed as a parent. In my day, they used to say, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. Now it's just the opposite. If somebody bullied my kid on Facebook, I'd go over to the kid's house and I would kick the shit out of the father. With these two hands. And I'd gladly do 3 years in prison for it. Sally and I went to the Grand Canyon several years ago. Grand Canyon in America, you know, the big hole in the ground, and there's a thing that you can walk out over the hole in the ground and you look down there in the big canyon. And there was a Chinese couple, remember? A Chinese couple, and they started to go out on the plexiglass thing, and the father couldn't do it. He was too afraid. So the mother and the two kids, about 4 and 6 or 4 and 7, went around, came back to the other side. And the father was standing at the exit, shaking. And then he went like this to hug his kids. The children were so embarrassed, neither one of them would hug their dad, and they walked past him. Because he was the only father that didn't go out there. That father, that wife, and those two little shit kids will never forget that incident as long as they fucking live. I should have thrown the old man, that little skinny little Chinese guy over the thing. At least he would have died with some fucking glory. If anything, seminar offends you, your parents raised a pussy. Okay. Now, when kids are 6 months old, they're pretty happy. Unless they got a diaper they need to change, right? Kids are happy, slappy happy, right? When they're 3 years old, they're still pretty happy. When they're 7 years old, remember, self-esteem is built the first 7, 8 years of life. But then something happens. And who are you around the first 7 years of life? Normally, a mom, maybe a dad, a grandparent, an older brother and sister. But then life happens. Now they call it hormones when they turn 15. And then by the time they're 20, they're off the charts. And by the time they're 25, as some of you are in this room, they act crazy. Because life catches up to you because you are now being released into an environment that your family can't control. And if you thought your family were a lack of role models, when you get out there, all the role models you're going to come up against are even worse than your family. Because arguably, ostensibly, your family at least should love you. Other people may pretend to love you, but they don't really love you. Now, I'm not saying love is the answer, because if love worked, you wouldn't be going to seminars. You don't have to be able to rant and rave like I do. But what you have to be able to do is pull the trigger, take action. And reading books and listening to podcasts is not taking action. It's just another form of procrastination. I work at it every fucking day. I don't sit around having lattes, chilling, with a Riesling by the canal in the sun. Now, we have people that come to me that are so embarrassed of being a snowflake that life expands and contracts with courage to pain. And now the kids don't want the pain. They want to expand. They want to be able to read a book, listen to a podcast, and expand. I'm attempting with all the knowledge I have to instill in you the psychology of the high performer. You know, Steve Jobs changed the world. I think everybody will agree with that. He wasn't such a nice guy, though. He will be judged because he changed the world, not because he wasn't a nice guy. Elon Musk changed the world. Doesn't act like such a nice guy sometimes. He will be judged for the world he changed. You can overcome fear by positive experiences, and one of the things I do is I jump out of planes, I jump from bungee, etc. Although I'm pretty much past being afraid of anything. True self-esteem has to be learned. Now, the self-esteem that you can learn now at your age isn't the time the rock solid was 7, 8 years old. Now it's hanging around with people. Being honest may not get you many friends, but it will always get you the right one. And what I want you to do from this point forward, no matter if you hated what I said or the way I said it, is choose carefully the people that you associate with. Machiavelli said, a ruler is judged by who he surrounds himself with. If I were to decide what kind of person you were by the people that you are closest to, what would I think of you? How would I judge you? Suffer, that is. You will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you. True power is sitting back and observing things with logic, and power is restraint. True power is restraint. If words control you, that means everyone else can control you. Breathe, take, let things pass. Most of us care what other people say, and most people care what other people think. And if you can just reduce that emotional baggage just a little, you have no idea how much freer you're going to be and how much more you're going to accomplish in your life. And as I said a minute ago, the first method of estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has surrounded himself with. And this is old man Heineken, Gerard Heineken, back in the day, 1864-ish, who was ruthless. The Heineken family is an icon. They've done a lot for the country. I'm not taking that away. And that's the guy, more recently, Freddie, who's his grandson, I believe. And now his daughter, who is the top dog at Heineken, I believe. And she's tough as nails. Again, successfully, and they're Dutch, right? Or they pretend Dutch and real Dutch. And they're tough as nails. And Apple CEO Cook regularly begins sending emails at 4:30 a.m. He previously held Sunday night staff meetings by telephone to prepare for the next week. Cook shared on May 13th that his leadership focused on people, blah, blah, blah. He's waking people up at 4:30 in the morning. He's tough. And of course, the stories are legendary about Amazon. 80 hours a week to keep your job. 85 hours a week to be considered for a promotion. 90 hours a week to get promoted at Amazon. And those rules aren't instilled by Amazon management. Those rules are instilled by Amazon employees. Peer pressure. Because they like being the top. They like being the best. And Elon Musk, we've grown fucking soft. Elon Musk, after Vance noted that only hundreds of people were working on Tesla headquarters on a Saturday. SpaceX, all these guys are the same. Now, some of you will say, well, Dan, I don't want to change the world now. If this is what it takes to change the world, I pass. That's cool. Then you don't have to go to seminars anymore. Then you don't have to read books anymore. Then you don't have to listen to podcasts anymore. You're going to have 20, 30, 40 hours a week extra time. So I saved you, in a manner of speaking, from a life of procrastination and not taking action. You don't have to thank me, that's fine. Just go to my site, everything's free. And I don't care if you like me, dislike me, hate me, I don't give a fuck about that. You can say all the bad things you want about me. Go to Reddit and say all kind of shit, I don't care. Remember, my goal was to save a few of you. And the Dutch crowds are always hard. My mentality is that of a samurai. I would rather commit seppuku than fail. Elon Musk, that means kill yourself. He would rather kill himself than fail. All night, no friends, nothing. Elon Musk reveals the lonely 24 hours he spent for his last birthday. Gee, what a shame. It's lonely at the top. Eagles fly alone. Eagles fly above the clouds. Mentoring. All top athletes, they know that Bill Gates has a mentor, we know that. And I made you feel better yesterday by telling, it's the truth, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon, and Bill, or like most in the audience, introverts. There's nothing wrong with being introverted. There isn't, as long as you take action. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And these are the guys that I model: Socrates, Aristotle, and Plato. And I've been privileged to speak in front of the Nail SEALs, Special Ops, Green Beret, Army Rangers, fighter pilots for 5 hours on how they transition out of the military into the real civilian life. Now, why did they ask Dan Pena, 73-year-old man who hasn't been in the military for almost 50 years, to come and transition trained fucking assassins? Why didn't they ask all the guys you listen to? If it's not obvious to you, you ought to go blow your fucking brains out. Because I am the real motherfucking deal. And I scared the Special Ops. I scared SEAL Team 6. And what you've dealt with heretofore is not the real deal. And that's why Michael has me here, because I am the real fucking deal.